As children, we were told that our world once had heroes. Fairy tales to inspire hope in a world with none. As far back as anyone could remember, mankind had been at war with itself. Orphaned, like so many, I survived by the sword and my wits. Neither of which kept me from being sent to a labor camp. It would have been a death sentence, had I not made a friend. Avil kept me safe, and I kept him sane. And together, we would change the course of history. Avil, did you make it to Dolorum?
Yes. I've almost reached the village of Tablis. You were right, Sandra. This place is completely untouched by the invasion.
Have you made contact with the Royal Army?
No. And I'm not exactly getting a warm reception from the locals.
I'm sure they can be seduced by your charms. I was joking, sort of. They may, however, find you more appealing than the
In moments like this, I actually find myself missing your company, Sandra. How long do I have before the jackals arrive?
Not long. If you don't act quickly, the villagers will be slaughtered. I've teleported escape crystals onto the battlefield. You need only use one of the runestones I gave you to activate them. I'll leave...
Someone help!
The jackals are hunting down civilians. Use your basic attacks to slay them before they slaughter the villagers. Great work. Now charge the crystal to activate the portal and rescue the civilian.
I don't understand what's happening. What are those things? Who are you?
My name is Avil, the last of the Sentinels. I am here to ready your people for war.
I don't know anything about fighting monsters.
There is something you can do for your people.
Tell me what to do.
Take this gemstone and personally see that your king receives it. And when he does, tell him to speak my name into the stone.
The enemy has started killing civilians! Avil, you must act quickly! The citizens of Dolorum are lucky to have you, Avil. If you're ever lost, you can review your objectives at any time. You made quick work of that one. Keep it going. The people of Dolorum shall be indebted to you, Avil. Some people have climbed onto their rooftops to hide from those monsters. Too bad I'm not much...
If I jump onto the side of the building, I can climb up the wall to reach the top.
Gods save us all! God save the Sentinels! Thank you!
Avil, congratulations. You're...
The portals are opening, as you said they would. I was able to send many of the townspeople to... I know. I sent your speaking stone off to the king. We'll see if he, in his royal wisdom, sees fit to make an alliance, or if he is as foolish as those who fell before him.
I know how you feel, but we're out of options. We will need to coordinate with the royal forces to fight the coming hordes, and we're going to need them soon.
The jackals I killed, they were scouts.
Yes. I hope you're ready, because the Ravenii will be attacking soon. Has King Nero made contact yet?
So far, nothing but silence.
Avil, we will need alliances to win this war. The most expedient way to convince the king of our intent is to continue fighting for his people and defending his cities. And when you do speak with the king, may I suggest employing a morsel of diplomacy?
I will think on it, Sandra. Now, tell me of our enemy. What is their location? Last we spoke, they were on course for Petrol.
You've arrived just in time. The Horde has almost reached the city limits. Now go, and show the people of Petrol how a Ravenii... Executing Ravenii requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians. These refugees are lucky you showed up in time. That was a good one. Do another.
Civilians are dying. I must save them at all costs.
Another refugee is safe thanks to you. Squishy little things, aren't they?
What is this tower?
We use the watchtowers to keep an eye out for threats. From the top, you can see far...
I bet climbing the watchtowers would give me a better vantage.
You saved the right man.
I need you to simply send a message to your king. I gave him the means to contact me directly.
The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil. Look who's early. Avil, get after that Ravenii before he starts destroying the town.
I'm saved! I am saved!
Avil, you remember how this works. Hold your rune strike and aim at the Raveni's armor and limbs. Release rune strike to attack.
This Ravenii is no match for my blade.
Great job, Avil. Removing a Raveni's armor and severing its limbs also... Once you have enough, you will be able to now aim your rune strike just below the Raveni's knee to sever its leg.
I can sever the Raveni's limbs if I target their weak points with a rune strike.
Please be more careful, Avil. Remember, Avil, when a Raveni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike.
This Ravenii is no match for my blade.
Aim your rune strike at the Raveni's leg, just under the knee. When it glows, release your rune strike to attack the leg. Aim your rune strike at the Raveni's leg, just under the knee. When it glows, release your rune strike to attack the leg. Remember, Avil, when a Raveni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike.
I've got to hit the weak points when they are glowing.
Now, Avil, execute the Ravenii. Remember, Avil, when a Raveni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike. Great work, Avil. That's one less Ravenii we have to kill.
It's a drop in the ocean. If we don't begin coordinating our efforts with the...
When word of your bravery reaches the king, he will be compelled to trust you.
And while we wait for the fool king to gather his courage...
You are more right than you know. Another horde is approaching.
The next town.
Avil, you've arrived just in time. The first of the
I
Ravenii...
see you finished deploying the...
Avil, that Ravenii seems to be wearing some kind of heavy armor. Are you sure you can handle it?
You worry about getting your crystals to the surrounding towns, Sandra. I'll worry about the Ravenii.
Avil, remember. Executing Ravenii requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians.
Gods! Save me!
Bound by large iron locks. I'll try taking those out first. This Ravenii is no match for my blade.
Avil, find cover to regain your health. Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Ravenii.
Valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
I can use my rune strike on the locks.
Avil, your rune energy is fully charged. Avil, focus! Severing a Ravenii's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Ravenii will regenerate its severed limbs.
Regain my health. Ravenii is no match for my blade. Use my rune strike on the locks.
To waste. Get back in there, Avil.
I need to aim for the base of the neck.
Nice work, Avil. These people...
This time, Sandra. But what of the next? And the next? Without the King's aid, we're relegated to a single battlefield, while the Ravenii push forward on multiple fronts.
You're right, Avil. Which is why we must convince him to join us. This war will...
This is King Nero, ruler of Dolorum.
This is Avil, the last Sentinel, and I wish to strike...
Was it your sorcery that created this speaking stone?
My ally, Xandra, crafted this instrument, and others from the weapons of...
If your boons are so great, why do you seek an alliance?
King Nero, I cannot be everywhere. At this moment, I am approaching Moltnama. We're at dead...
Moltnama? No, that's too soon. I dispatched a garrison to the city, but they won't arrive in time. If you are as skilled as I have heard, Avil, then please, save as many of my people as you can.
Nice job, Avil. Keep up the good work. much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have...
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Nice work! Keep going! Avil, focus!
Time to kill a Ravenii.
Hold your rune strike and aim for the base of the Raveni's neck. Your work here isn't done yet. That Ravenii you just executed wasn't the only one on its way to Moltnamar. When you execute a Ravenii, your rune energy will begin to drain. You will need to build it up again in order to execute another Ravenii. Careful, Avil. Find cover to regain your health. Looks like this Ravenii brought along a friend. You'll have to face them both.
I should build more rune energy.
No time to waste. Get back in there, Avil. Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed. Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Nice work! Keep going! You must not let the Ravenii destroy the city of Avil. You are its people's only hope. You must protect the city and its people. If it falls, we have lost. You must not let the Ravenii destroy the city of Avil. You are its people's only hope.
should build more rune energy.
Avil, your rune energy is fully charged. Hold your rune strike and aim for the base of the Ravenii's neck.
You fought bravely, Avil. Thank you. Many of my people owe you their lives.
We are still losing too many.
I agree. Your ally,
Xandra.
she creates your weapons.
The Ravenii use a rare mineral to travel between worlds. Xandra was able to fabricate this talking stone, and our own portals, from similar materials.
I have at my disposal some of the most gifted alchemists, and even they do not understand the properties of this talking stone.
Xandra is brilliant in many ways. Yet as skilled as we are, she and I will not be enough to win this war. Will you combine your forces with our own to defeat this enemy, Your Highness?
Initially, I was reluctant to believe your claims. I had always thought the Sentinels to be a myth, a story to put children to bed.
And now?
I believe. The Royal Army has been dispersed to the locations you decided were most vulnerable to attack. But I fear this strategy leaves my forces spread thin.
I need your army to play a defensive role. By alerting me of attacks as they occur, I can engage the enemy while your forces see to the safety of your people. We'll use signals in the watchtowers to guide refugees through the safest escape routes.
Slowing the horde down while we move people out of their path will minimize casualties, while Xandra attempts to build a portal strong enough for us to escape the Ravenii.
Avil, do you hear that? The alarm has been raised. The Ravenii are attacking on multiple fronts.
Get your people to safety, and I'll fight as many as I can.
Avil, we've gotten several reports of terrifying new jackals in the area. Don't let them harm the civilians. You made quick work of that one. Keep it going.
I always believed the legends. Thank you, Sentinel. You made quick work of that one, Sentinel.
That was a good one. Do another. The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil. These refugees need your protection, Avil. Don't let them die. Avil, protect the civilians at all costs. Great work, Avil. Keep it up.
The refugees are under attack. Quickly, Avil, to action! Avil, what are you doing? The Ravenii are destroying my kingdom.